Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to another great episode of the Darren Green Show. I am your humble host, Darren Green, holding it down. This is episode 164, I believe. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, because last episode was 163. I'm here with my lovely co-host, Derek Dahl. He's live from work.
Hello. Hey, y'all. What's going
How you
on?
doing?
I'm doing well. I made another Friday. I've officially been um celebrating this new chapter of my life for a whole week now.
Mm-hmm.
So we took a week off last week.
Yes, we
Things,
did.
But there was a video I have of you that somebody sent me.
Oh,
Oh, the
Lord.
video of us. Mm-hmm.
Well, send that to me because I want to compile that in like a little story so we could post it on the page. And
I shall. I shall.
yeah.
But yeah. So my birthday was last week, and had a little party here in Newark. At Lil Tijuana's, and it was absolutely amazing. Like
Mhm.
everything was great. DJ Walla and DJ Sienna Chanel did their things. My manager Kim Ford did her thing. Shout out to her. Shout out to our liquor sponsor, Uncle Ernest. It was everything. I feel like every year my birthday takes on its own like life, and that's exactly what happened this year. Like just watching it come into play. Like Uncle Nearest. I say Uncle Ernest, Lord. Uncle Nearest whiskey. It was amazing. I feel like I'm still recovering. I've been tired all week, child.
Not tired all week.
I've been tired all week. But let's play this video so I can see what the outfit was giving. Darren, I know you can't. So what did you think? Did you have fun? Did you like?
I had a real good. I had a real good time. It was a good day. It was like not too cold. I mean, it wasn't cold at all. It was a nice day out. I had my coat. I don't know why I brought my coat. But I don't know. I was a little because I got a little bit of social anxiety in the beginning. But no, so there was some people that I knew that actually came. I was like, oh wow,
Good.
hey, how you doing? How you doing? And then I seen you. You was coming up in there like it was giving very much Lady Gaga. Like I was like, not just dance, not okay. We was bringing the 2009 back. Okay. It was fun. Like I really had a good time. There was like someone that knew watches our show. They were speaking to me. He was like, "Oh my god, hi, how you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, oh, you like, I watch." I'm like, oh, "Okay, well, thank you."
Yeah,
Like,
she had to bop into the fans, honey. That's
okay, right. Like I was like, "Okay." She's like, "I watch you every day." I'm like, "Yes, thank you." We not on today, but we'll be on next week. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I had a great time.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Roll the clip so that people can see what's going
Oh
on.
yes.
Man.
Hopefully it plays good. We had.
All right, y'all. Can we get us one time?
That cake was everything. The outfit was everything. The music was everything. The people was everything. Like, I'm so glad that I'm glad you
It was
came.
a big turnout. It was a big turnout.
Yeah, we had over 250 people in the building.
Yeah, and I feel like okay, so I feel like I can say this now because I'm with you. I'm like, I had to really prove that I knew you or whatever because the people that was in the VIP section, child, they was looking at me like, who this? I'm like, hold on, wait. I know him. I'm not because there was no shade. There was people that wasn't supposed to be in VIP that was in VIP. Okay, there was a couple people that was there. I was like, child.
What they was doing?
It was just because VIP section had the food. I don't know if everybody else down there had the food. We had the food.
Oh, right.
So
well, you was on the list. So
I get it. You people that really knew you had to make sure, like, hey, you know what I'm saying. But I seen Katab when he we spoke. So clearly I'm like, come on now. Well, I know y'all not looking at me, child.
Right, because baby, when I got that, I was the one looking like, who are some of these people?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, hold on now. But yeah, my friends like, why aren't you in VIP? Like, go upstairs, get some food. Like, but it was nice. And I mean, next year's gonna be even bigger and better and more razzle dazzle. I think it's only gonna just keep do.
I'm definitely gonna be there. I don't care where it is, child. We gonna take this trip.
Right.
You're gonna be
We
in
had a
Miami.
great time. Oh shit! Don't threaten me with a good time. But yeah, it was really good. So there was so much love that was given. Thank you so much for my gift.
How did you like it though? Like I
You
wanted
know,
to
there's
ask
a
you
full moon. I think that was it last night while I
tomorrow.
was
I'm
outside? It's
charging my
tomorrow.
crystals.
So yeah, I'm putting my I'm gonna put my crystals out probably tonight
Okay.
on the ledge and let them stay out overnight, and then let them stay tomorrow and let them charge.
You know what they are, right?
For big again.
You know what they are. What I gave you, right?
What are they?
Well, you have red jasper and smoky quartz. Okay.
Okay. Tell me what their powers are.
Smoky quartz is all about like taking out like negative energy and toxic energy and stuff like that. Like it's a cleansing crystal. Red jasper, I think it has to do with like focusing and
grounding, endurance,
grounding and stability and all that.
nurturing.
Yeah. I wanted to, I actually went to the crystal
Dispel the
shop.
negatives.
Okay, the negativity, because once you get up there in your gig, you know what I'm saying, there be people that are trying to take you down. So I thought of you when I was going to the crystal shop, because I also went to New York. I treated myself to a little New York date myself. I went to the crystal shop. I got me got me an amethyst and a rose quartz, because that's what I sought out to get. Because rose quartz is for like self love and self worth and stuff like that, and amethyst is for healing. And I said, let me give you some red jasper and some smoky quartz. Some people be like, oh well, what you trying to say? Give me this crystal. I'm like, no, it's not, and it's not.
No, I appreciate it, because that's true. Like, so I mean, even speaking on that, like I said, I've been on a high for 7 days straight now about just being grateful for life and being in a space in my life where, I'm able to take in the good.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm not stressed about much of anything. I'm not worried. I'm not doubtful. And I'm like, the vision is so clear and I'm in it. Like I'm in my gig already. You know what I mean? So it's like, so yeah, like I'm super grateful. And then with that, of course, that comes, people don't like seeing other people happy. And so, of course, there were moments where there were people who, had things to say about what I wear or what I
at the party, or
just anything, what I post, or people who didn't get a personal invitation to the party and feeling some type of, I'm like, well, it's my birthday. You knew my birthday was coming. I mean, shit, it was posted on every social media site for almost 2 weeks. Like, you didn't come because you didn't want to come. If you saw that invitations had been sent out, and you didn't get a text message from me and you wanted a personal invitation, why not just ask, like, hey, is there a special link for your friends and family, blah, blah, blah? Because I probably just forgot. Like,
yeah,
we invited like 500, like 400 people to that party. And maybe 250 people got a personal text or whatever. And
you one person.
Yeah, I'm just one person. I don't remember. I meet new people every fucking day. So
yeah, we got to get our assistants together, child. We might be an assistant for the Darren Green show. I'm talking to somebody.
We want positive energy, and that's why I'm just like, I'm just looking at people this week. I just smiling out now.
Yeah,
girl, I don't care.
Pay it because it's at the end of the day, I'm getting into my stuff. You do you. I'm gonna do me. You ain't got to mess with me. You ain't got to fool with me. We grown here.
What I said in that reel, the best part about fucking with me is you don't have to. That's the best part. You don't have to. But I love my people, and I'm very grateful that you came, and thank you for the gift. And those were actually thoughtful stones that you gave me, and they're very, very, very useful at this particular time in life. Now, what is this about? I mean, I was speaking in an assistant, but you changing the format of the show. What's going on? What?
Yeah, so I've done some thinking. We're definitely going to do like a Friday show, of course. Or whenever New Day is good for you, because I know that you're getting into your workspace too, and I'm looking for a job too. I want to give more daily, not news, but daily gossip reports and stuff like that. Like, okay, so it's not gonna be full-length episodes, but something happens that may be dead by the time it's on Friday. I'm gonna talk about it then. You get what I'm saying? Like, you may get a video at that night or whatever. It's not gonna be like every day. Like, I'm gonna post every day, like either through this or my YouTube shorts. But I'm gonna try to do more daily posting, for
Good.
hot topics.
Yes.
And then
I
all
love
the
it that the
important
show
topics will be at the end. At the end
you're
of the
gonna
week.
wake up one day and this is gonna be your life.
Yeah.
I love it. No, I love that for you because like
Mhm.
you keep pushing yourself further and further into it and like trying to find more creative ways to get it out. I'm glad that you paid attention that people's attention span is like less than a goldfish at this point. So making sure you're doing your shorts, being consistent. So I think it's gonna be great. And doing a daily something also elevates you into that space where you're a celebrity blogger. Like
Yeah.
the hot topics while they're hot and not the warm topics. So
Not the warm
makes sense.
topics, child. Yes. And that's one of the main things people would say. Like, it didn't get to me, but I was like, okay, yeah, I do kind of want to be. My topic's got to be a little bit relevant because it's like, oh, but this topic is old. I'm like, well, yeah, we wait to the end of the week to do an episode, and it's like, no, I think
We do a recap. Yeah, we're like the weekly recap.
Yeah, but I do want to be more,
you want to be on the scene.
On the scene, yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. So it wouldn't be, like I said, it wouldn't be full length episodes. Like it would only be like one or two topics if it's important enough. But I did take a break from TikTok actually. Like it was like I felt like
a break.
Yeah, well, I'm back, but I wasn't posting on TikTok for a good week because I don't know. I just feel like when I get into certain things, like I feel like obligated because this whole thing of, you have to post like every day on TikTok to stay relevant or to make the milestone so that the algorithm shows your stuff more on the For You page. And I feel like the content was lacking. So I was like, okay, I need to step back because I made a video and I ended up deleting it. And it was just like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, even the people in the comments is like, honey, I'm fans with you, but they're like, girl, what you talking about? So I was like, okay. It was something. What was I talking about? I was talking about the city girls doing the drill rap thing. I'm like, all right, at the end of the day, and the city girls, they doing some new drill song or whatever, but it was
okay.
It was
Top
in the
notch.
works, so it's and I was trying to insinuate that it was like biting off of Nicki, everybody doing drill because Nicki started doing it. But in all retrospect, they've been talking about this since 2021, I believe. So
about this song, about Top Notch.
Yeah. I mean, they've been teasing it. Apparently, so I did my research. I was like, I sat back. I was like, you know what? Let me look at what's going on. Okay, let me evaluate the situation. I deleted the post because that's somebody with a journalistic integrity. Okay, to be like, you know what? I was wrong about this. I'm gonna delete this shit. Okay, and you know who should have did that?
Oh, Lord, Tasha K. I saw you. Who? Tasha K.
Oh well, I was gonna get into the topics, but yeah, Tasha K too.
Oh,
this person right here, this tweet that you're seeing right there that started it all yesterday on Twitter, speculating that Rihanna and what's his name, ASAP Rocky, had broken up because ASAP Rocky was talking to this girl. What's the girl name? Amina Morty or something like that. Twitter literally erupted. Now, here's my thing. I did do a video on this, and I just now before we got on the show, I did like I did an update. But like, I knew it wasn't real because I see a lot of people, and a lot of people are doing this now. A lot of these little culture, hip hop, blog types and stuff like that. And we give you the news and this, that, and the third that only be doing y'all little blog and reporting on Twitter. Like y'all don't have a website. What made you think that this was okay? Because now we found out it wasn't true. Sources close to the couple said that they don't even know sis. Sis just work at the company and had nothing to do. There's no splitting. There's no breakup. There's nothing. No infidelity.
Right.
At some point, we're really gonna have to address the elephant in the room when it comes to blogging and the celebrity gossip. Like you said, you brought up Tasha K. Like, is Tasha K really about to be the standard now? Like, I don't. Every day, like everybody want to be aspire to be her. It's crazy. I mean, what you think, Derek?
Well, I called BS when I first heard about it anyway. Like, first of all, Rihanna's Caribbean, and if he had cheated on her, or if this was really happening while she was pregnant, then the story would have been different. We would have been hearing about ASAP Rocky's body being found somewhere, and that there's an investigation happening as to what happened. Rihanna would be pregnant in some nice pinstripes. We get a new album with her on the front behind some bars, telling the whole story about how she called him. Man Down would have a remix. I just
They
I
said we
didn't
would have got
believe
the
it.
album. We
Right.
would have got the
I
album.
just
Man.
didn't believe it. And I also, like
Yeah.
you, like we do live in a time where social media has created a space where everybody just say anything.
And people
And
believe it.
and negative energy moves a lot faster at a higher frequency than positive news or positive energy. So when it first happened, it's like, I don't think this wouldn't have been the time. They've been together for 3 years. He was going to cheat on her. Why would he wait until she's pregnant? Even though that happens to a lot of women, it's relatable. But I was like, he wouldn't fumble the bag like that. I wouldn't do it. Now I know that Beyonce. I mean, I know that Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, but Rihanna is actually a billionaire. Okay, that's carrying your baby, and like she could buy you like 3 or 4 or 5 times. It wouldn't be what you cheating on her with. What is it? What?
The shoe designer. Even looking back, like, all right, sometimes you gotta look back and be like, all right, the shoe designer.
Right. I didn't believe it. Especially when they had to wait a minute. So y'all done broke this story with the whole name of the girl. Off from what? Was there a video that surfaced?
It was two
there
accounts. It was this account, and then there was this other fashion designer, fashionista, whatever you want to call him. He was doubling down on his tweets. He was like, yeah, this has really happened. I'm like, I
I don't
mean,
believe
whatever.
it. I won't believe it unless Rihanna addresses it. So
I mean, even it like
I want people to just mind their business. Like who told y'all that it was okay for you to say stuff like that? Like why do people want to run and tell other people's business so much? Everybody want to be TMZ. That's the only thing I have an issue with. Like
everybody want to be TMZ. So TMZ was like, little girl, sit down.
Right. Because TMZ's like, before we run this story, we gotta get some facts checked. Do we know anybody over there in Fenty Land that can corroborate this story?
Come on
Because
now.
we got to get some sources on this thing. Because people just saying supposedly and apparently, baby, that's like saying allegedly. This was a lie. It was a lie.
I made sure how I talked about this. I was like, look, I don't believe it's true. But this is what people talk about on Twitter because it was trending #1 on Twitter all day. Look, yesterday. Until the news came out this morning. But it's making a lot of bloggers look bad because now they can't have exclusives anymore, right? Like when you talk about the real popular, the real credible blog sites that's out there right now, like when they have an exclusive, I'm like, well, bitch, is it really an exclusive? So I think this situation is kind of a slippery slope, and I think that it's gonna come a time where our freedom of I wouldn't say our freedom of speech or press or whatever will be like monitored, but Twitter will be like, okay, so
this is a
y'all
lie.
just gonna do that again. So we're gonna do this, and Elon Musk already trying to buy Twitter now, or I think he already done bought it or something. It's pissing me off in my homegirl. Because damn, if we can't tweet facts, what the hell could we tweet?
Right. If they were gonna be beefing with Rihanna and ASAP Rocky at that wedding, they should have kept that at that wedding. Don't be bringing it to Twitter.
I'm like, child. I mean, I don't know.
Anyway.
And the people that was on Twitter, like Twitter is a really funny place. Like, cause I seen this poor girl was on crack on Twitter, child. She's over here trying to sit there and say, I think Rihanna trying to keep up with Cardi. That's why she getting pregnant and doing all this stuff. I'm like,
she think that who's trying to keep up with the what now?
Who? It was somebody on Twitter that I was like, yo, I'm like, you know what? This is my show page. I can't curse these people out. I'm like, honey, you can wellness check.
These people are on drugs, right? It's the drugs, honey. These opioids eat the brains up out here.
Well, now we know every time when somebody says reporting before they tweet, don't believe it. Because I don't even know why y'all on Twitter. Why y'all on Twitter talk about this? Why not go to a source? Why not write a column on it or something like that? Like, it's just like, Y'all
Babe, you have to pay
lazy.
me for that kind of. In order for me to tell any of Rihanna's business, you're gonna have to pay me
Okay.
to tell that business.
It's for free because the person only got like what 20,000 followers. You're not really monetized, and if you are monetized, you're not making that much. But the other guy, the fashion influencer, whatever, his following spiked up. I'm like, well, I hope it was worth the extra 1,000 followers, sir.
Yeah. Oh my God, he knows Rihanna's business. Let me follow him.
Mind you, he at home. Just because your bio says you a fashion designer, don't mean that you a fashion designer, honey. You over here at McDonald's. Anyway, let's move on off that, child.
Wait, what's wrong with McDonald's? Why fashion designers can't eat McDonald's there? What are you talking about?
Oh, don't try to get me canceled.
No, you just said he was like, you at McDonald's. What that mean?
I mean, just because your bio says that you're a fashion designer and that you, because
he was saying,
huh?
Oh, that's where I started. That was when I was in high school. That was my high school job.
My high school job was Sesame Place. Okay, I was over there. You ever heard of Sesame Place?
Nope, I heard of Sesame Street.
Well, Sesame Place is the amusement park. Okay, it's over here in Langhorne, PA, next to Trenton. That was my first job, too.
Oh my God.
I'm like, hell, I'm about to go back because I feel like with these damn jobs nowadays, they become people hours. I was making more when I was working at the amusement park.
It's a shame. It's like I was making more money when I was unemployed. Working for these companies is a scam.
You will not bring your ghetto here.
Okay, because we get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody. Let me say.
Right. It's like nobody wants to work anymore. Like,
oh, we'll get into her later. So anyway, I wanted to talk about this though. We got to talk about Benzino.
Oh.
I know this is like, C-list news right now, but people were talking about it all week. So, and it was interesting to watch because I'm like,
I love my good sis, but they both look like potato heads. These pictures, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at it like, wait a minute. Why they look like this? Is it distorted?
Honey, this is the best picture I got of Benzino right now. Okay, because I was definitely. I'm like, I could have used the old back in the day pictures, but I'm like, honey, that's false advertisement.
I'm like, did he get his jaws done? What's going on here?
Not his jaws. Anyway.
So his neck. He got his neck put up in his jaws. That's what it was. So he ain't got no neck.
So let's get into it. So a lot of people have been talking about Benzino. A resurface video had dropped or whatever. Like it was in the span of a couple weeks. Like people have been talking about Benzino regarding his sexuality and what he's into for a couple weeks now. So just for context reasons, like there was a video that surfaced around of him and a male friend at a Red Roof Inn hotel. And I guess they were trying to check out, or the receptionist was trying to get them to check out, but they didn't check out on time. So he called the cops. And when the cops came in and everybody was knocking on the door, ain't nobody answered. One person was in the shower, one person was not. When he finally opened the door, I guess that's when Benzino was trying to leave at the place, and the person was still in the shower. And it was just very unclear. And it was like, okay, honey, what's going on? And he went on Clubhouse. He did like Clubhouse features and stuff like that. He was talking about like, oh well, dudes is always packed up at the motel. If you ain't, because his whole response was he was down on his luck, and he was with a friend for a month at a Red Roof Inn hotel. The story keeps on changing on his part, so that's why I'm just gonna like keep it at bay with that. Let's put a pin on it. Now, because of that resurfaced clip, everybody was, the conversation started to spark and was like, oh, well, Benzino really into dudes, or he's into trans women, and he's definitely into different things. Shauna Brooke's name gets brought up. Now, when Shauna's name get brought up, sis released a video of a conversation between the two of them. And he was saying all this stuff like, oh, you being selfish, and this is something I ain't never did before, and this is crazy, and basically hush, don't say nothing. But she got that shit on record. Now look. Here's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think they both like they both.
I'm just
You just.
this topic is it's just so much. It's just so much to unpack.
It really is. Like
I'm still trying to get over the fact they look like potato heads. But can you take the picture down? Can you just take a picture for me?
It's not for me.
I can't concentrate. Well, look at those pictures. So this is the thing. Like, I don't know what anything about what this man does in his own privacy. But it's like, if you're a DL person, like, you can't be I feel like being a DL famous person is weird. Because first of all, people can always be in your business. That's what makes you famous, right? Even though you are entitled to have a private life.
Yeah.
But if you are going to have a private life, people can use their discretion in being discreet. But if you are trying to be deceitful, it's different.
Yeah.
And I just feel like if you're a down low man at this point in the game, like there's nothing wrong with you being attracted to the female figure and them biologically being born a man, or if they transitioned to the female form. I mean, you're still technically straight because you're attracted to women, you're attracted to feminine energy. It's energy, right? I mean, depending on how far their transition goes, the only difference would be between some trans women and biological women is that they can't have kids. But if you have a biological woman that's barren who can't produce children, what's the difference? She might as well be a trans woman too.
Oh, okay.
What's the difference? You get what I'm saying? Like, what's the
okay?
For all intents purposes, like, because people are people. And I feel like humans are we get caught up in all this stuff about pleasing other people and what other people are gonna say. Listening to the videos, he was like, in today's world, like, you're not doing anything wrong, but people gonna look at me crazy because I'm like an alpha male. I'm supposed to be blah blah blah, and this is new to me. To have to explain, my attraction to a trans person or a trans woman, and my brain was like, you don't have to explain shit to nobody. You an old ass man. You 55 years old. Ain't that what you said in the tapes? You 55 years old. Yeah. You're old enough to go stick your dick in anything you want to. And we probably won't care. I mean, you're Benzino.
And that's the thing too, because he was on a lot of Clubhouse. Like, he was on Clubhouse with this dude that was on another Clubhouse talking crap and saying, outing, air quotes, outing. He was cursing him out, saying, "Oh my goodness, is that and the third? Like, y'all just be wanting to make every straight person gay. Is that and the third?" I'm like, let's be very clear. Let's be very clear.
We don't want no more you niggas.
We could care less if you are gay or straight, boy. It is not. If you think, okay, let's be very clear.
I just feel like if you're gonna do it, just to get you a baddie. That's my thing.
If you're going, not a bad. Oh, is Shauna not a baddie?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying if you're gonna do it, just get a baddie and just live your life and be real. Like, I'm too, like, at 55, I'm not sneaking around doing shit. 55, like, nigga, you about to die and half your life is over. Okay,
not half your life is over.
Half of it is over. Go and do whatever you want to do without having to try to explain it to anybody or feeling bad or trying to. I wish I would have to try to cover up shit that I'm doing at his age with the type of coverage I have as far as money is concerned. Like, I can do whatever I want to do. Okay, I fuck you, your mama, your brother, your cousin. Okay, your trans granny, all of them, because I want to. You know what I'm saying? So it's just weird. Now, as far as outing someone goes, I don't think that's right. Like, people are allowed to have their own story. They're allowed to protect the integrity of their private life. I don't think it's fair to out someone, unless your life is in danger. Like,
on Shauna's part, it was very clout chasey, but I understand because a lot of women in the trans community, they feel like, you wanted me, you
used me out. You treated me like a sex toy, and I don't like that and hurt my feelings.
And then now you're shelving me and I have to disappear. So it can be frustrating.
Yeah, I get it.
But I mean, I don't know. Shauna, she's always looking for the story. Okay, she's always looking for the storyline. And you know, I'm just saying, like a Laverne Cox doesn't have these issues. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, you know, it's
Okay.
just
And
a
you said what
different,
you said. Yeah, it's a
you
different
know,
type of girl. She's a different brand of girl.
you know, when you got it, you got it. What that person said on TikTok, the girls that get it, and the girls that don't. And I think that you gotta stop. And there was some quote on either it was a quote or it was a video on TikTok. But somebody was like, stop chasing them trades. Stop chasing them trades and get you a butch queen. Okay. I think it was Twitter now. I think it was Twitter.
Right.
Because you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, snap. So, you know, I'm always doing recon. Why did 50 Cent post the videos of this man?
What?
50 Cent posted the videos, the Shauna and Benzino videos. 50 Cent is a troll. He said, young book, Benzino just embrace young book. Benzino just embrace who you are, but don't pat nobody but when they score basketball food.
Oh yeah, that's old. Yeah. He made that.
It's 2 days ago. Why he call him a punk?
Child.
See, that's the part that I don't like about 50 Cent though. Like, he's funny, but something like 50, come on now. You're making your fans feel like you're making us feel like clowns for supporting you. Like, don't be doing this to people. Do it privately.
Be bumping purses too. Let's be very clear. Let's be very fucking clear.
No, Darren, it's this. It's this is what I'm talking about. This. He's the potato head. It's the picture.
Stop.
Now he said,
Mr. Potato Head.
What's wrong with your job, boy? The world's not ready for that. He said it gives.
Yeah, him and Benzino was going back and forth on social media. I was just like, girls, you're both pretty. Okay, let's move on.
This is horrible. It's horrible.
It is. Like I think when you I think okay, at the end of the day, if you're gonna be
and also
discreet,
right,
shut the fuck up about it too.
Right, and I also want these straight niggas to be quiet and to not jump on this thing about trying to shame men who are trans attracted.
Yeah, that too.
Like, don't shame them. They can love who they want. You like what you like. They like what they like. And like, it's also like, it's the men that be bothering me the most. Like, women say they stuff and they be saying some crazy shit too. I just be like, oh, I don't have to deal with that. But it's the men that be bothering me. It's like, why do you care what another man is doing?
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's given very much you want to fuck him. Now anyway.
Right. Why are you worried about his penis? Like, why are you worried about where he put it? Like,
they really, the straight dudes be really worried about that shit. And it's just like, it's, you know how it looks bad
around me. I'm like, you know how concerned you are about, like, why are you so protective of other men's penises?
And that's why I say sexuality is fluid. Like, it's really like nobody wants to admit it because we're all on labels right now. But that's another can of worms for another show. But at the end of the day, I feel like with Benzino, the only reason why I'm just kind of like, girl, fuck you, is because you said all that shit about Lil Nas X when he did his thing at the BET Awards, and now this came out. Like, bruh, y'all be throwing rocks in glass houses. I really, there's nothing more I can say about this because like I said, this is C-list news right now. You know, we had to get ratchet today. But yeah, Benzino is just like it's very weird. It's getting weird. Anyway, we gotta talk about your favorite girl.
The queen, honey. Come on and
get this, honey. Okay. Nene was talked about this week. Despite her not being on Real Housewives of Atlanta, Nene Leakes remains one of the most talked about housewives who, you know, regularly trends on social media. And her latest trending moment was due to her alleged claims against the former network Bravo. While interacting with her fans on Twitter, Nene Leakes shocked them by seemingly aiming at Bravo for, I guess she feels that Bravo is kind of getting candy to like say negative things about Nene in interviews. So Nene Leakes has made it abundantly clear that Bravo has blacklisted her also due to her previous claims dating back to 2020 that the network was racist against black women. She brought this conversation back to the forefront when responding to one of her fans, and this seemingly added Candy Burris in the mix, along with new claims of harassment. Now, I feel like with Candy, Sis just keeps on talking about her, and I know that it's people asking her questions. You get what I'm saying? Like, because let's be very clear. Like, they're asking Candy the questions about Nene. They want the glitz and gossip and stuff like that. Now, notice how when they're doing that to Kenya, Kenya's like, has nothing but nice things to say about Nene. Kenya recently got an interview and was like, I'm relinquishing my villain behavior and this, that, and the third that she's trying to change for the season. I'm like, okay, girl. We'll see how long you last.
Well,
but
I told you that Candy was gonna be the villain this season. I said, see, y'all don't be listening to me. Y'all act like I just stay here in my little New Jersey tomato, just aloof. All right. I told you that this season was bullshit from the first day they started filming. It took forever for them to get to this season. You saw the trailer. It looks like a gumbo full of mess. There is no clear storyline because there was none. Okay. And yes, of course, Candy's been out promoting her show, but she's been the mouthpiece for the series because
she's the bad guy.
The girls ain't girling like that. Like, I'm sorry. It's literally Real Housewives of Potomac takeover.
They need Real Housewives like me. Let me see.
Right. So they can get on their freaking keyboards and make Nene the bad guy, Chun-Li. So I don't know. Press for Nene.
I think it's very weird
I
that
really just want Lanithia Lounge to be a thing. Like, I need Carlos. Oh, shout out to Carlos King, who is
he got his own talk show.
Yes, I saw that coming after he did the reunion. The way he produced this reunion for Love and Marriage Huntsville, I was like, he is definitely the Black Andy Cohen, and he needs all of his things now. Okay, he's the reason that the Housewives franchise blew up the way that it did.
What is he on? What network is he on?
He's with Oprah now. He went to Oprah. Okay, the Oprah Winfrey Network.
Carlos now, and Carlos got on the podcast and he was talking about how Nene is the queen of reality TV. Now, I'm not sure if anything is in the works behind the scenes. It probably is as we're speaking. But
Carlos, we need our girl to be on the TV screen.
Many words about it. They call this great.
Okay.
Period. We need it. Let me go to Twitter and ask him myself personally.
And we let's get the Lanithia Lounge. Okay, it's going to be better than what's going on at the Candy and the Gang, child.
Yeah, we got time to be waiting out for no cold ass chicken. We're doing that.
Speaking about that, guys, hey, I did not give y'all a new episode. We are halting. We are stopping the production of my reaction video. It's just the show is just not giving it. It's not giving what I need it to give. Like I'm doing
the
Candy and the Gang.
Oh, Candy. Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
it's just not. It's not doing what it needs to be done. Like when I'm be doing the episodes, when I do my takes and reviews and stuff like that. Like I want to feel like I'm really talking about something. I don't feel like I'm talking about anything. I'm like, okay, this person said this, that person said this. It's like me watching reality TV for so long. I get it. Like I get like they're trying to get their moments. They're trying to get their followers up on Instagram, so they're doing all this extra bull crap. I can't go watch the other YouTube shows talk about it, child, because they'll give you the whole. So let me just tell you what happened. No, we're not doing that. We're not for no Candy in the Gang. They're over there waiting hours. Come on now, I can just go to my grandma's house. Anyway. Yeah, but I just feel bad for Nene. Like the whole blackball thing, and I made a video about it on TikTok. A lot of people were saying, well, Nene did it to herself by calling Andy racist and all that. She burnt the bridges, and to an extent, I will say yes. Nene definitely. Andy feels that he's not racist. I'm not going to say nay or yay, but when you burn bridges with people, they will try to screw you over. Andy Cohen has been known to screw people over. Like, look at Kathy. Look how he did to Kathy, your friend. Like, I mean, look what Trump did to her too. Like, she really blackballed child. She ain't child. But no, like, there to a certain. I still feel like people at the end of the day should have a second chance. And we have housewives that been arrested, been in prison. You get what I'm saying? That done fraud. and they're
Mm-hmm.
invited back to the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only factor. I'm touching my skin so y'all know for my listeners.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, it's a pattern.
But I think that her misstep by saying about being black, I think it's because she is black, and that's the most obvious thing. I also
Mhm.
think that there's kind of like this classism that's at play when you think about the different housewives and the franchises. Like the way that you would treat the housewives in Beverly Hills is totally different than how you would
Mhm.
treat these New York and Jersey bitches or the Atlanta girls. Because look at me calling them bitches. I'm saying bitches because I ain't want to say y'all's names, not because I'm trying to degrade you. But yeah, like there's a difference. Like the Jersey gives very, gutter.
Mm,
I mean,
not
Teresa
gonna.
Gibbs. I mean, these bitches went to jail. They flipping tables. They putting legs on tables.
Teresa's still
On
flipping
this,
tables and throwing stuff at people.
you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, okay, so y'all mad because Nene. It wasn't had nothing to do with the cast. It was about what Nene did to the production. She was like, I told y'all can't film me. First of all, y'all in my room. She said since they started filming, she said her bedroom was off limits. But she was nice to let y'all in her bedroom. Said don't go in my closet. And y'all gonna go in there anyway. And she was already going through stuff like Nene snapped. And
Is reality TV? Is it that? Because I know you're kind of on a show, or are y'all rap? Did y'all rap taping? No, you can't answer that. Okay. Well, anyway.
Yes, my season is done.
So I mean, are they? I was gonna ask, are they that invasive? Like, oh yeah, we need to go in here, like shooting there or something like that.
So I've shot scenes at my house before. There weren't really many places that I'm kind of like that too. Like, don't film in my bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
That's private. That's for me and my man and my fur babies to enjoy our place and safety and all, But but yeah, I mean it can be. I mean, production has the story. Their job is to produce the story, and to make it as authentic as possible. But as far as like locations go, you kind of get to choose the locations and
Yeah.
For a group, the producers will tell you, but when you're shooting your scenes, like, okay, well, we can do it here at my house, or we can do it at this park, or we can do it in this part of the lounge, or we can do it here. And you do kind of you get to set the boundaries. And they crossed the boundary with her. And that's part of the story that we didn't get to hear enough of is why did y'all go in her closet after she told y'all not to go in there?
Yeah, because they seen Candy was gonna see Candy is the ruler.
Right, right. But I'd have been like, but Candy was wrong too. This woman told you not to go in there. Oh, I went in there because Portia was in there, but no, well, she told y'all not to go in there.
The person that lives there, okay,
Y'all,
told you not to go in,
and then she kicked our asses out. She told y'all not to go in there, and then I think,
yeah, go ahead.
And then making her go on this apology tour, apologizing to everybody, and like, I'm like, girl, I would have left. I would have left. Okay.
And I don't think Nene wants to come back to Real Housewives. Let's be clear. I don't think she wants to come back to Bravo. I think she wants to work, and I feel like Bravo
she's still part owner of the company. She's still part owner of the production company. Like, so she's still.
I mean, did she get a check from them, or
yes,
I mean,
she's still part of the production company, child.
I don't know if that's still a thing though. Like, if actual recent cat or not recent, but like old cast members have like, if that's the case, that everybody that was on the first season should have some type of. Well, no, because Nene was the one that got it, that got the people together, right?
Okay, are you not paying attention?
Right, I had to remember, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, if Nene, look, she's looking for work. She's looking for not work, but like she's looking for another, like a show. She wants a show. That's what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think she wants it with Bravo. I think she just wants a show with whatever network. But I think Bravo is telling people like she difficult, like she's getting that label.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she's speaking out. That's my opinion. Okay, I'm not saying that to be factually true, but I'm just giving you guys an observation. Because if she really didn't care about this shit, she wouldn't be talking about it.
But it's always going to be talked about because that's where we know her from.
Mm-hmm.
Until we know her from something else. Like she is the queen of Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's always going to be that person. And You know, if she can get her own show, that'd be great. But we're always gonna know Kim Zolciak from Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're always gonna know Sheree Whitfield from Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we know Candy from Escape, but
you know Candy from Escape, child. I knew Candy from Housewives.
Right. So the new people know Candy from Real Housewives of Atlanta. So it's just like, I mean, all these women had lives before that, but this was Nene's thing. This was her baby. Someone was like, there is a level of respect that should be given to her when it comes to this show, because this is where her life changed and we got to watch it. And then
I think her and Andy, if that's the case,
snatched from her, like it doesn't seem like it was fair.
It wasn't fair. I don't think it was fair. I think the way, because in the way they did it, it's like every other job that, you know, they don't put you on a schedule. They want you to quit. Like they literally told her, you're not going to be on these episodes, and she gets paid per episode. So her in the pockets. They did the same thing with like Cynthia. I think they was going to give Cynthia the friend role. So I'm like, for y'all on there, Candy, Kenya, like I hope y'all know y'all time is not allotted. You get what I'm saying? Like it's only. And you know, I think I don't know why the Bravo is making Candy the favorite, because Candy's doing all these tours and stuff like that. Like she's not. I'm not gonna say she's not Nene, because I'm not trying to compare nobody to nobody, but like, she's just not that girl. She's not that girl. And you're hearing it from me. You're hearing it from me. Candy was always a side character to me. You know, when there's a storyline with her, like something happened to her, someone did something to her, she was like, I think she peaked at the whole Phaedra situation. With the whole, you know, Portia and drugging and all that bull crap. We will never get that again. But apparently they said Candy is a little bit of a villain, and she's arguing with these people. So we'll see what happens. I'm definitely gonna watch it. I'm watching it every week, you know. I'm like I said, I'm not promising that I'm going to do like a reaction every week to it. It depends on, because I like the panel discussions. I don't like just doing it by myself. So if my mutuals on YouTube is interested in doing that, then you'll get that, and you know we'll do a cycle through our channels and stuff like that. Like it'll be on my channel, it'll be on other person's channel. But other than that, child, I'll talk about it on here though. You know, you gonna watch it, Derek?
Of course. I'm really here for the mess. I'm gonna watch the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
Call me when the girls are fighting.
Not the first 2. At least give it a good 5. But have you been watching the new Kardashian show? I mean, is it Keeping Up with the Kardashian? Is it Kardashian Bad? What do you call it? What is it called?
The Kardashians.
I did want to talk about them briefly.
I watched it and I'm just like, this is the same shit we got 20 years ago.
I'm like,
y'all are just old, and like all y'all are grown now. This is the only difference, that there ain't no 2 kids in the house, and there's not a man that wants to be a woman there. It's just like, this is the same shit. First episode talked about, oh my God. The fact that her kid was on Roblox and there was a picture of her crying face emoji talking about there's new unreleased footage from her sex tape. I'm like, yes, this is what that sex is supposed to do. It's supposed to hunt y'all for the rest of your life. You want to cry? Like, that's the point. When they say once it gets on the internet, it's there forever. Okay, you thought your kids You thought your kids were gonna grow up in a world that got the internet, and you buy them devices that they have access to all these things. You're a pop culture icon, and you don't think that they're ever gonna find out about your sex tape with Brandy's brother? Come on, man.
Not come on, man.
Come on. I just want this to go away.
Honey, it will never go away.
You talking about it 20 years later, and it's giving you more press, which is gonna give you more money, because people gonna watch your show to see how you handle it. You divorcing Kanye, but they talked about him like, brought his name like 3 times during the show. I'm just like, this is everything about it's toxic. I just feel like this family has been This family they are geniuses. That too. But it's like, wow, their hustle is just phenomenal. It makes me look at my brothers and sisters and be like, so none of y'all was fucking on tape? None of y'all. None of y'all.
I mean, for real.
With a famous person. Like y'all don't want to open up no clothing stores. Y'all don't want to. Okay, because these people have no talent, and it's amazing to me. And they just keep making more money.
This is the country that we live in. We make people that are not talented, famous, and rich. I mean, that's what we get. Like, and the reason why I brought up Kim Kardashian, because I did want to talk about she's been promoting the show. So she got on the Not Skinny But Fat podcast where she opened up about her new relationship, and she also talked about when she was asked about Kanye's new girlfriend or whatever. The Kim Kardashian lookalike. She was like, I'm unbothered, and as long as he's happy, I'm happy, and this, that, and that. I was like, child. I mean, what was your thoughts on that? Like Kanye constantly, like, well, not constantly, but like it's definitely been a couple women now that kind of favor Kim in a lot of ways. I mean, do you think it's weird? Do you think? I think people do that before. I think regular people be doing that too.
That they have a type.
I mean,
I think Kanye. Yeah, I think Kanye's like.
It's one thing of being a type, but when you
Kanye's obsessed.
Yeah. I think when you're with somebody that long, like you might, and you break up with that person, you might date somebody that look like that person, be like, okay, well, let me switch a room. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that whole they're that whole family or whatever you want to call that conglomerate. We know Black China about to sue them, but you heard about that too,
right? For what? For more child support?
She about to sue the family because they said that she got my show canceled and they got my show canceled.
Mm-hmm.
The Kardashians always getting people shit canceled.
Right.
Like even when they was on E, like there was no new show. Like there was a show called Wags that did not last, and people were saying that no, the Kardashians had something to do with that.
Oh yeah. Well.
Child. I mean, I don't know, so I wanted to check it out because I actually was about to check it out last night, but my Hulu isn't logged in, and I'm like, I don't feel like trying to fight to find this damn login information. I'm like, can y'all just send me the security code to my email so I can just type it in? Like, I'm tired of the whole username and password. It's got to be more easier to start signing in at this point. But yeah, it's just the Kardashians. Anyway, let's get into these subtopics before we head out. So we got a couple couple new songs. I did want to talk about Lizzo because Lizzo I think that she's back in her bag again. She dropped a single from her new album Special, and the song is called I didn't continue it. I didn't finish typing. I think you had called it at that point. It's About Damn Time. Let me tell you, this is definitely this reminds me of Good as Hell. This reminds me of her first album. And I think I was fans of Lizzo. I don't want to be that guy and be like, oh yeah, I was fans before she was popular. But no, I literally was fans of her, like, because her album came out like a year after it like actually went viral.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to Good as Hell when I was a freshman, like, and anybody was listening to it. I was like, this is my song. I like this girl. I'm glad that she's making music now. She did a show. She got a show on Amazon Prime. She's doing a lot of other stuff on social media. But I love when these artists, they get into the gig. Okay, you get into the music. Okay, now I know we talked about Lizzo earlier before we got on the show. He was like, you feel like she's doing too much?
That's a lot. It's giving a lot.
He says it's giving a lot.
It's giving a lot for so little. I was just concerned. I was just like, damn, she's been on this plane with her ass out and actually like sit on these seats. I just don't trust it myself personally.
I feel like she probably put on some sweats after that video. I think it's for the video, and
whatever. I mean, whatever Lizzo want to do is she's fine, as long as she's feeling good as hell. We all just but it does sometimes come off as I get the shock value.
Mm-hmm.
I get like I get it. I know she had a song that came out today. What about damn time, right?
About damn time. Yep.
Um. Oh, the album is called Special.
Yes, I said that. Do you be listening to me? It's
Oh, I'm looking at the album cover.
uh-huh.
It's cute.
Have you listened to the song?
Listen to what song?
About
No,
damn time.
no, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
I'm not inspired to listen to it, but I'm sure I'll listen to it today before I got to work. But um,
It's a feel good song.
yeah, that's good that she's back in her bag and into making the music. But it was just
Mhm.
confusing to me. Like sometimes, like yes, I've been on that journey of learning how to appreciate my body. I like taking tasteful nudes, and and knowing that our black bodies are art in all shapes and forms.
Mhm.
But I think it's just her delivery of it, and it makes me question, which is really none of my damn business because it's not my journey. But how far she is in it, because I know that the last time that she was being this expressive, when she got her feelings hurt and she crumbled and then broke down on Instagram. So I was like, okay, well, after doing that, like you kind of know what your limitations are, and you kind of like know like how to operate in that space to protect your mental health. And so I'm like, okay, is this going to be one of those moments where she is beckoning for the attention that she can't handle? Or is she in a space now where she really just, I don't care, and she's, strong in it? So that's for me. Like, I think anybody who wants to be naked, do whatever they can do. Whatever. I feel like freedom is for everybody. But I think that when it comes to like the emotional and mental health of a person who suffered with their body image, and when you are in when you are in the public eye in that way, I just want her to be careful and thoughtful. And also the whole like showing your ass before dropping a song is getting kind of played out. Like everybody's doing it now. Everybody, everything is shaking ass, shaking ass, and like you shaking ass and dropping ballads. This makes no sense. Like,
but isn't
that's like
everybody doing that though? You just said everybody's doing it.
That's what I just said. Everybody's doing it. So
I mean, but
now,
see, here's the thing though.
You have to do what's working. Yeah, it's the trending.
You have to do what's working, but it's like with just to respond to what you're saying. Did Chloe not do the same thing? Like, but you're with it.
With what?
Treat Me.
Chloe is a great entertainer. So I like Chloe because of her. I like the fact that she produces, she writes, she sings, and she has this ethereal voice. She's so humble, and then she can get on stage and kill it like she does. I love the fact that as young as she is, she learned how to embrace her body early. And so her doing this makes sense. She's like 20, 23.
So okay, well, we cannot be ages right now.
No. Well, so with age in life, so it's like this. Madonna can do it too if she wants to. What I'm saying is there is different stages and phases of life. That's what your age doesn't really play into your maturity unless you allow it to. I feel like for Chloe to be her age, and breaking and intentionally trying to break through the image of being a teenage star, teenage R&B star, her tapping into her sexuality it's almost the same as when Janet Jackson did it. When she crossed over from just doing her pop stuff and stopped doing Rhythm Nation, and she wanted to do Velvet Rope. When she did Velvet Rope, and she was talking about lick me and suck me all kinds of, I was like, wait a minute, this is Michael's baby sister. But it becomes part of the branding, and so you kind of get it, but you also get to see, we got to watch Janet evolve over time, every album coming into herself as a woman. Same with Beyonce. Beyonce before she was uh-ohing in jeans, but we didn't see Beyonce wearing thongs and all that stuff until later. It was, I think she had blue by then, but she was drunk in love and all on TV with a, you know what I mean? Like it came later for her because there was this pressure for her to be perfect and to be the good girl and to be the, you know what I mean? So for me seeing Chloe break out of that early, yes, I stand for it all the way, 100%. Lizzo, I feel like it didn't come off authentic. It's like you've been big your whole life, and so now that you're famous, you're insecure about your body. You've been fat forever.
Well. See, here's the thing: we don't know if she's over it or not. We don't, because obviously,
But not over it. She's doing
and
the work
everyone keeps on
to
talking
do it.
about it. Everybody keeps on talking about, oh, will she do all this and she'll cry later, in live. And let me
That's the
knock
part
on wood. Let me
that's
knock on wood, because by the time we get to the end of this podcast, I hope she ain't on live crying. But
but that's the only thing. If you're gonna do it, do it.
It happened one time.
No, but it happens a lot. It wasn't just live. Like, it's even tweeting, like reading up to responding on. She's done interviews about how it makes her feel. Like, she's like, she didn't feel comfortable in her body when she got to the space where she just wanted to do what the other girls were doing. Like, that's what I'm saying. The other girls get to do it. Why can't I do it because I'm big? Okay, well, remove the blocking about you being big. No, you doing it. How does it make sense for you to do it? Right? You're doing it just because other people are doing it? Or are you doing it because it's authentic to you? Are you authentically, are you authentically celebrating your body? Not just addressing your own fears of rejection or scrutiny or whatever. Is it authentic? And I feel like it comes off as, sometimes now it doesn't come off as authentic. It looks very staged and contrite.
Well, you're saying that it's staged and contrite, but I can say that about several other artists.
But we're not talking about several other artists.
In her roster. Like when we're talking about Chloe, when we're talking about Lil Nas X, when we're talking about Doja show her body all the time. Let's be clear, Meg Thee Stallion too. She's always twerking and rapping that same little tune.
That's her thing.
Everybody got days. I can't have mine, and I think that's what Lizzo was saying. As a big person, myself. And I don't show my body like that. That's just my choice. But if I did, what y'all gonna do about it?
Nothing. We either gonna watch or we not gonna watch. What I'm saying is making it make sense. I don't care about her showing her body. Like I say, everybody, it's the thing now. I post pictures of me. My ass is on Instagram right now. Okay. Me celebrating my body and understanding what that journey was like for me. And that's also part of my brand. Like, it's part of my brand. Like, I promote underwear and jock straps. Like, it's part of my brand. Okay, I make money doing that. Okay.
I mean, so what if it's part of her brand?
So what I'm saying is, that's not how it started for her. It started for her about body image and about making people feel comfortable in their skin. And I was like, I love seeing her celebrating her body. I said, but also as a brand, I'm like, all right, so she got her show. Was it Make Room for the Big Girls or Watch Out for the Big Girls? Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. My dad watching it.
I'm like, yes, Lizzo. That's how you fuel it. You take it and you turn it into something positive, right? So making space for other big girls. I love that for her. Developing her own brand, her own clothes. She has her own clothing line. Yizzy.
You say Yizzy?
It's Yizzy, right? I think it's called Yizzy. Or something like that.
What's up?
Anyway, so Yitty. It's called Yitty.
Okay.
Yitty by Lizzo, made for everybody. So her line with Athletics. I was like, okay, that's perfect. So it's like, okay, now that I'm seeing that, I'm like, oh, this is great. So the new video that came, it was kind of like, this is not in your line. This ain't got. It was so random. It was literally just random. Watching her walk to a plane, and then you turn around like, oh, it's your whole ass out. You finna sit down on the plane. Like, what am I? I didn't get the message. The message wasn't. I didn't get.
Does it have to have a message though? Like, because then it becomes a gimmick, right? So it's a paradox. Like this conversation.
No, she's an entertainer. She's an artist, and like you're in promotion. She's literally in a promotion cycle right now. This was just to grab attention. It had no message. Yeah. There wasn't a thing. It was literally just, I want your attention right now. And that's the part I'm saying for her, because I'm aware of what she wants to do and how people wants them to celebrate their bodies. It just was such a random, it was so random that it didn't have a message. It was just like, oh, all right, well, we could see her ass again today. It ain't changed since the last time we saw it. So what is it that just because everybody else is doing it, why? It's not about why can't you do it. You can do whatever you want. What is the value of it when you do it? And there is a such thing as overdoing something.
Okay.
People say, "Oh, you're doing too much." She's like, most people who say, "Oh, you're doing too much," is because they do the least. Okay, if this is me doing the most to you, then you just do the least. But they're in this business too. There are things that do get overdone where it does become gimmicky, where it's like,
Okay.
"Oh, you did this already, or you did this before, so we know what you're doing." So when you talk about artists like Doja, you say she shows off her body all the time. We see Doja's body in her music videos,
Mm-hmm.
and if you do see a picture of her in like something that's revealing, it's literally a costume for something she's working on because that's part of her performance art. Other times you see her, she on live in her hoodies and her little thing, just being a normal average person. I ain't never seen Doja just get up in the middle of a live and just start clapping her ass in the camera, and it's like it's just it's not part of her. It's not part of her thing. Meg the other hand, Meg is the one. Meg was before it, not just her rapping on Instagram, like her fucking knees are insured because that's part of her brand. She literally had people changing how they were twerking, like calling it Megan knees, having knees like Meg Thee Stallion, because that was part of her branding. So yes, when we see Meg drop down her knees and do that little thing, that's part of her branding. So it makes sense for her. It's part of her shtick. You randomly showing me your ass on a Tuesday without directing me to a link to something is weird to me.
Well, no, she made it on TikTok, and she had her song in the video. Like it was as if it's the song, if it's the video that you're talking about. Let me look at it right now, because I actually don't follow Lizzo, so I don't see her post either. And that's another thing too. A lot of people, and I'm not talking about you.
There's a new one. Oh God.
Well, which one are you talking about? You talking about the one where she was at the airport?
If you ever just have the time, just go ahead and Google Lizzo naked again, and you just watch. You just look at the articles, and it's kind of crazy.
Okay, so I'm looking at her going into this plane. Her ass is out.
That's the new song. That's about
that's
damn
the
time.
new song. Yeah, I mean that's the new song.
Lizzo.
I mean, this is TikTok. I mean, I'm looking at the other videos.
And also, how did that video? That's another thing too. Like how that video got to stay up there, but they took my videos down because I was in my underwear. You got people their whole asses out on TikTok.
Well, certain people that got certain pull, like it's part of my brain. If you, I mean, look,
it makes no sense.
Some people have,
like even Evelyn had a promoted reel on Instagram that she was cursing in. And you know how Facebook and Instagram are, like you can't promote anything with curse words in it and blah blah. Yeah. Like this is a whole, and it was a TikTok. It was a TikTok that she made a reel, and it was being promoted on Instagram. Like, how y'all won't even let people boost TikToks. But y'all got this sponsored. Y'all got Evelyn's sponsored with the whole TikTok logo on it. It's just weird. The internet is, you know what? That's what it is to me. It ain't about Lizzo. I just think the internet is a weird place for me now. As I get older.
Yeah, because the thing about it is though, and I get what you're saying. I really did listen to what you said, and I think that's a valid point. But the general consensus, what a lot of people are saying towards Lizzo is like, you can't do this because you're this. If Lizzo was the same,
good.
If she was, and I always said that too. I'm like, she a big girl, but she got a good shape. You get what I'm saying? She got a good little hourglass going on in her behind. It's perky, it's out, it's up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's up and stuff. She looked good. She's a pretty girl. I just don't like when people say, because I had a conversation with my mom about this.
I do want to smack it.
Real candid. Like she was like, well, she it's just tacky. I'm just like,
yes, okay. That's what it is. It looks tacky. She looks tacky.
But like, you have to understand that, like, okay.
I'm glad she's dressing better because she's created options for herself.
Yeah.
But for the most times, it's like, it just looks tacky.
I mean, a lot of this new shit is tacky though. Like I've been saying this, like these new artists, they're all trying to make some type of gimmick for themselves. They're all trying to find themselves as singers and stuff like that. And maybe that's the generation when I was into music, like the 2010s. Maybe people were saying the same shit back then too. But I just feel like
having flair and being tacky is two different things.
Who has flair?
People have flair. Like Rihanna had flair.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Lady Gaga had flair.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj had a flair, like, and it was marketable. They created iconography. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing really iconic about Lizzo. Except I'm gonna remember this was the big girl that used to sing and play the flute, and people act like we never had big singers before. Like, bitch, Aretha Franklin just died 2 years ago. Like, she was a big girl. Y'all don't remember what's the people that sang Rain It's Raining Men? The Weather Girls. The Weather Girls. They were huge. You know what I mean? Like, we've had big girls before.
But okay, so hold on. When you bringing them up, because first of all, we didn't even know who they were because they had like a skinny person lip syncing for them. Back in them days, they was doing that. No, yes. We did not know who they were in the beginning.
They were first of all, they were background singers. That's how they started. They were background singers for Sylvester. And when they got their video that came out in 1963, I believe, they were in their own music video. So I don't know about had other people lip syncing for them. I don't know about all of that. I remember the Weather Girls. I remember that video too. But
whatever the case is,
in any case, what I'm saying is that is her gimmick at this point. Is we're gonna get to see Lizzo's ass at least once a month.
I mean, I don't know. It's definitely nuance to this conversation.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody has their thing though. So whatever works for her, let it work for her. I don't know how we got on Lizzo because she was a subtopic. I was like, child.
You said how we got on Lizzo? Lizzo out with an album.
Right, but speaking of, you did bring up Chloe. Yes, Chloe ate that video up. Okay, I think that she's been consistent in what her rollout's going to be looking like and what the energy she's giving. Very sexy and very grown. Okay, look at this body. Look at these curves. Okay, giving you Amazonian woman, tall, shapely, iconic bops. Okay, that's what she's giving. That's what the Chloe Bailey is giving the girls. Okay, the girls, the gays, and the guys. Did you see the video with her and Simone?
Yeah, I've seen the video.
She's creating the foundation. Okay, to become a cultural icon.
Okay, Derek. I'm gonna need you to. All right, we got the soothsayer child. I mean, look, I like the song.
I call it how I see
it. Do I think because a lot of people are saying negative stuff and it's like they always want to say something. Y'all always want to say very much something. You always got something to say.
Well,
I have no issues with this song. It was good. I'm listening to it. It's on my preferable playlist. So I'm listening to it on it's on the replay. People saying it was too busy.
What? Throw your ass to it. That's the point. It's supposed to be busy. Go like, what is wrong with people?
I don't know what the general public wants. I'm like, what do y'all want from these artists?
But it's not her job to give them what they want. Her job is to create music that she likes and music she feels comfortable performing, music that tells her story, and like, so for that,
I honestly feel like people don't like music no more. Like, I mean, just how they complain about every little thing about these new artists, and okay, to a certain extent, I fucking complain. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying they're not giving it their all. But when something's good, something's good. You get what I'm saying? And everybody got something to say about Chloe. It's just like, girl.
But you know what that means? I mean, everybody don't have good taste, and we said be okay with that. Everybody just don't have good taste. Okay, that's why people we talk sometimes. We look at them and like, oh, okay, you're slow. How they would be like, you slow, you a little slow.
It's you a little slow.
Right, you a little slow. Oh, okay. So just let these people find their way back to their little buses, but yeah, everybody ain't gonna like everything. It's like there's the way that the world is set up now. You can literally go find whatever it is you like and shut the fuck up about the things you don't like.
Right.
Like if you never want to see Lizzo, you can block her on all social media. You never have to see her.
And that's what I'm saying. Like people was like, I'm tired of seeing her ass. Girl, block her. I get it though. When you're on TikTok, TikTok is shady too. They will show you shit that you do not want to see. Okay.
Right.
You're gay, you're gonna see homophobic shit. You're black, you're gonna see racist shit.
Like they were like, what are your thoughts on this?
You're a woman, you're gonna see Kevin Samuels. Like,
Oh my god,
it's crazy. And I think social media, they really bank off of drama and making people mad, because once you're mad, you're commenting and you're staying on the app.
Right.
You're smart. You can thank Mark Zuckerberg, all them people up.
Right.
Yeah.
The world is interesting. I'm so ready to see this new show that she that's coming out. You gonna watch it? Was it like First Ladies or some shit like that?
Oh, you talking about Viola Davis?
Yeah, she's in it.
Yeah, when she embodies a role. Like when she's in her bag, like when she's taking, I'm like,
she's the black Meryl Streep.
She became Michelle Obama. Like I'm like, okay, look, I cannot wait for it. But speaking of Viola, in an upcoming memoir, Finding Me, Viola Davis reveals that she received criticism about her looks from black actors. Okay. So apparently what happened was a friend of hers, she said in the memoir, a friend of hers came to her and said that a lot of black actors found it very interesting, or they were surprised that you got the role in How to Get Away with Murder because you weren't attractive. They felt like you weren't attractive enough.
Yeah, you weren't as pretty as Kay Washington was in Scandal.
And basically, she was talking about that, and then she went in on how, this isn't the first time I've dealt with, colorism within the black community. I just think that it's very disgusting. I think that I said on my podcast, I said you are better than me, because that memoir would have been a tell-all, because I would have been saying this motherfucker said that. That's it. Look, okay. I mean, I get it. She's a graceful person. You know what I'm saying? Like she pays it. But I just found it so frustrating that we are in 2022 and black people still.
It's never gonna die as long as we're all still intermingling and all the things. Like in my brain, like the fight is gonna continue, but
within our own community, like
I always say that
gonna get nowhere then.
We're gonna progress at this pace that we can, but I feel like when it comes to, especially when it comes to this industry, when it comes to this Hollywood shit, like blackness is marketable right now, right? So I feel like black is celebrated when it's convenient and when it's marketable. As a standard, Hollywood is very white leaning. It's very depending on black trauma and black drama. Okay. So when colorism comes into play, when you're in the industry, you already know that plays a role. Halle Berry said it before. She was like, she would look at some of the black female actresses, and she would hear things like about the other women or her getting, and she would feel bad about certain roles that she would get because she knew that they would never give it to someone that was darker than her. Like she was playing she was the safe black girl because she's black, but she looks like the type of black woman that a white man would want. That makes sense. That would lust over. That's Massa's daughter.
But even if you are that, I mean, you should feel bad for that.
But what I'm saying is, like, that's like trying to make a light-skinned person feel bad for dark-skinned people. It's not their bag to carry, but all you can do is work. You do the work to create space for people. And I think that with Viola Davis coming in, Viola Davis was in the same boat that Whoopi was in. They called Whoopi all kinds of ugly for The Color Purple, right? She wanted to win an Oscar later for her role in Ghost, but when she hit the scene, like that was what people say. Oh, I mean, but Whoopi Goldberg's not ugly, but mentally, that's where we were. It's like white is right.
The black white is everybody's just
the blacker you are, the more. But literally, then the features, the more African your features are, it's been associated with ugly, and that's something that we have to unlearn and start appreciating those things. And so for her, because she's a phenomenal actress, but in Hollywood, because the goal is always to sell fantasy, right? That was the goal. Hollywood is supposed to be Tinseltown. It's not real. It's where dreams are made of. And part of the narrative of that is everyone's perfect in Hollywood. That's why you have all these fucking surgeries. Everything is fake. Nothing's real. It's all a dream. So now that we're moving to the space where people are more interested in reality TV than anything else now, because we want to start seeing ourselves reflected in these stories.
Yes.
So we need people like Viola Davis because she looks like my mom. She looks like my aunt. She looks like my cousin. She looks like people I know, right? And that's what makes it relatable and real to me. But after working in Hollywood, I'm not surprised by her hearing other Black people who consider her competition, or probably didn't consider her competition. It's like, oh, you can't get the role anyway because
I'm sure
woman,
most of the people that was saying that was Black men. I got a hunch. I'm very positive.
Probably so. And like I said, it's just a lot of unlearning that we have to do in our community in order for us to make sure that this next generation, which probably is going to be mostly mixed kids anyway.
Well,
what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying? Like the colorism is going to be there. Like I don't know if it is. Everybody going to be mixed. I'm just waiting on the day that the Kardashians, put out article out like, oh my God, Courtney's son called North and the N-word, and we have to have a conversation about why it's not okay. And he's like, oh, I heard it on TikTok. I wasn't being racist. I just heard it's part of the rap song. And that's like, I'm waiting to see how the world's going to handle it when the paradigm shifts. That's what I'm saying. Like the paradigm is going to shift. Blackness is going to be celebrated. I'm glad that she was able to tell her story, and she is proof that it doesn't matter, how successful we are or how good we are. There are always going to be things that people will try to use to detract or to hurt. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure they were saying those things to hurt her feelings, to make her discouraged about what she was doing. But she did it anyway. And I roll that back up to the whole Lizzo thing too. It's like the comments can be rough, or people's commentary, people's opinions. Like everybody has an opinion about something. Yeah. And that's okay. It's just about not letting those opinions affect you and knowing who you are, being authentic, and in your walk. And I think that's what will make space for you. Is being as authentic as you can. I'm sure, absolutely positive, that people will always find something wrong with me, find something wrong with what I say, find something wrong with what I wear, find something wrong with the music choices I make. Like there's always gonna be something wrong to pick apart. But the goal is to not focus on the comments, okay, and focus on the commas. Fuck the comments. Okay. Focus on the commas. And I'm not just talking about the money. I'm talking about adding those commas to your person, to your being. Who are you? My thing is like I'm Black, comma. I'm a man, comma. I'm educated, comma. I am talented, comma. I do this, comma. This, comma. This. Continually adding the commas, because that drowns out any one thing that a person could say about me. Oh, I don't like the way your hair, but like, sweetheart, I don't give a fuck. Do you know who I am? Like, I don't care.
But see, I think I don't want to go back to our topics, but I think Lizzo is there though. I definitely feel like a part of her is there. I hope, like I said, I'm knocking on wood. I hope by the end of this podcast, she's not gonna be crying on live. But I'm positive. I have an understanding that Lizzo obviously is like, fuck this shit, bitch. I'm Lizzo.
I'm rooting for her.
Y'all gonna listen to it or not? And Viola Davis is at that point too. I'm gonna make this memoir. I ain't gonna say y'all names. I'm gonna save y'all asses, but just know.
I'm gonna tell the business now.
Like I said, she's better than me. I would have been like, it was Peter, Darren, Alyssa, and I would. Okay. Right. Okay.
Right. Well, you guys, it's been such an amazing show today. Make sure that you follow me on TikTok. I haven't promoted it a lot, but
yes, close out the show.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna let you close out. I just want to say this before you close it out. Follow me on TikTok at Prince Derek Doll. Make sure you guys go check out thederekdoll.com. Check out my store. Okay. Somebody wore my shoes to my birthday party, and that was one of my favorite gifts. Like, I have my own freaking shoes. Like, I'm literally an icon living. I'm literally a mogul in the making.
Yes.
Okay. Literally. See the brow? Literally. And while you do that, make sure you guys go and stream We Go Up. All right.
Now we go up. All right, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Thank you so much for listening to the show, guys. I usually do this at the beginning, but whatever. We did the show. Make sure that you guys are liking this video, commenting, tell us what you think on these topics. Please watch the full video. We got to get those watch time hours up, and we need the subscription shot. We are 200 subscribers away from 1,000 subs on YouTube.
Oh yes, come on.
Just, I don't want to get emotional, but it's as far as I ever gotten on YouTube before. So it would really help me a lot, honey. So we can get this creator fun, and we can start, and I can start, I can start giving y'all content for a living. Okay.
Subscribe. And if you already subscribed, make sure you share this with someone else and tell them to subscribe. Do you love us? Like, we need to feel it. Also, make sure you donate. There's a donate link in the description. I know it is.
Both of our informations are in that description from wherever you are watching or listening to this from. And we will
donate so this man can be the next Charlamagne the God.
With the next Wendy.
Or the next
Wendy. How you doing?
No, we don't know about the next Wendy. She ain't doing all that good right now.
I heard she's trying to come back.
Be careful what you speak over your life.
I heard she trying to come back, child, but that's another story, child. I might update you later. But I'll probably see y'all around. Huh?
I was like my lips. It made me look like a Simpson.
Not a Simpson. Bye, y'all.
Bye.